Hi, everybody, and welcome to this impromptu stream for the British Online Chess Championships. And we are absolutely delighted to be joined by Freddy Gordon, who you might know as FredericktheMate. And what we're going to do is have a little chat first, and then we are going to look at one of Freddie's games from the tournament. So I think, Freddie, you've chosen your game against
Keith Arkell.
Keith Arkell, yes, to go through. Okay, so how did you come up with your name, FredericktheMate?
My dad just recommended it, and I didn't have any other name. So yeah.
I really like that name. It's a bit like Frederick the Great, except it's FredericktheMate.
Yeah.
And you've got a friend. You play Peter Finn a lot.
Yeah. On Thursdays and Fridays, sometimes. Normally on Thursdays, but yeah. And and his name is Checkmate a lot, so we've kind of got the same name technically, because I mean, mine is Mate and his is Checkmate, so yeah.
And who makes them?
I imagine your games are very tactical and attacking. Your games against Checkmate.
Yeah, but I mean, normally, I mean, we play like 2 matches, so but a day, yeah. Although we play once a week, but basically, he always, I was very nervous with this paving against him because, I mean, he's just been like, lots of the times I've been either trying, lots of the times when I've lost, I've tried to hold fortresses.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because I guess he knows pretty well what you play, doesn't he? So that must have been a bit difficult playing him in the tournament. So
yeah, but I was very surprised with this French.
Ah, okay.
He did a surprise opening on you. Well, yeah, okay. I suppose given he knows, or you know, his openings pretty well, he probably wanted to do something you couldn't prepare for.
Yeah, but you know, it's like, I mean, I don't really care too much about preparation because it's on. I mean, whoever plays the better moves win. So.
Yeah.
That is a very good attitude. That is absolutely the right attitude.
So, how old are you, Freddie?
10.
10 years old. And how long have you been playing chess?
Not sure, but when I was 6. So, yeah, 4 years.
And do you play lots of chess? Do you really like it?
Yeah. And I've been doing this thing lately where on weekdays I play 2 hours of chess, and on weekends I play 4. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. So let me add that up. So that's 4, 8 plus 10, 18 hours a week at least of playing chess.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I think during this British Championship, you've been playing a whole load more than that because you're not just playing. What sections are you playing in the British Online at the moment?
Well, I played this under 12 rapid play thing. So yeah.
Yeah, very good. And in the Open, and you're also playing in the World Championships, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that one going?
It's been going quite well. I've got 3 out of 4. So
good.
Fantastic!
Great.
Fantastic.
But the World Championships has brought back some very bad memories, which is quite.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember I was maybe going to come to the final of the World Championships or something like that. And then I mouse slipped and lost the game and couldn't.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No. Oh dear.
But now I don't really try not to mouse slip anymore.
Yeah. There's no reason that should happen again, and hopefully the luck on the mouse slips will even out over time, and maybe if it happens again this year, it'll be your opponent.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, in normal games, like I normally just accept takebacks if they've done like some kind of weird move because, I mean, you feel like very weird when you've done a mouse slip, and yeah.
I had this game where I did a mouse slip, and then my opponent was really kind. He just kind of, I was going to lose this rook, and he just offered me a draw, and I just thought that's really nice to do that, and not just to take advantage of something that's obviously a mouse slip. Fantastic. Now you've had some really good results in the past, haven't you? I think. Well, you've beaten a grandmaster before.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah. But now I'm really wanting to beat Keith Arkell because he's got. I mean, I find that very annoying for myself. So yeah.
Because of his style. He's got his
I'm
very
not
own
sure,
style,
but
hasn't
it's
he?
just that he's got this like it feels like on like not over the board, but it's like I remember I played him in the Scrum Free and I went into a Rook End game.
Oh,
I
no,
could
that's
actually
the beginners.
and yeah, but basically I could actually hold the position and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
was
if you go into a drawn Rook ending against Keith Arkell, you're just asking for trouble, Freddie.
yeah, but yeah, and one of the things is just play good and don't get into a Rook End game against Keith Arkell.
That's it. That's a good motto. All right, so that brings us on to the game you've chosen. So you had this really lovely game with Keith at the British Online. I think you didn't manage to win in the end, but you had a lot of chances in the game, and yeah. So we're going to have a little look at this game.
Indeed. So I will share my screen. Dun dun dun. There we are. It's shared.
There we go. Okay. So over to you guys.
So E4, C5 from Keith. Were you expecting that, Freddie?
No, because I was expecting some kind of Cavalcan or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. I was very surprised when Keith did this, but
and to be honest, he didn't get in a great position with C5.
He didn't. That is absolutely true. C3 Sicilian, very good. D5 takes, D4. I think Keith played this because he likes these structures where he swaps off the C and D pawns for white's D and E pawns, and then he has these 4 pawns against 2. I think that's I think Keith likes those structures a lot, which is probably why he played this. But I was quite surprised as well when Keith did this.
By the way, Freddie, we've done this series. Matthew and I did this series at the start. You know, when coronavirus started and we were all locked down.
Yeah.
And we did this series on our website of Chess for Life in the time of coronavirus. And we talked to a lot of players, talked about their kind of chess career, and then looked at a game. Nearly all of them were picking a game they had against Keith. Everyone just kind of likes their games against Keith Arkell. It's really funny.
Yeah, but he's a very good chess player, so
he's a very good chess player.
Yes. So did you know this, Freddie? Did you know this opening well? Have you had games with this before?
Well, not really, but I've learned the lines, so.
Oh, right. Okay.
And,
fantastic.
But I'm very. Normally, I'm like, I can. With me in these positions, it's always it's never a draw in these types of positions. It's always like I either win in this position or lose. So yeah.
Fair enough. So castles, bishop e3 takes and knight takes.
Yeah.
And
here I've just got stuff like bishop f3, knight d2, knight e4, all that. And this bishop on c8 is not very happy, and
that's true.
With the bishop on f3, it reminds me a bit of like one of these Catalans where you just can't get your bishop out.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's a good position for you. I think this has worked out quite well. And he went knight c6, which was a bit risky, I suppose.
Yeah, he doesn't get great pawns in the end. So
yeah, bishop f3.
And now he has to do this very not nice looking move, queen d7.
Yeah, that's true. Just in order to be able to hold this pawn on c6. That's right. So you took the queens off and you played this move c4. Yeah,
I was stopping some kind of knight d5 because
like
in every line where I didn't play c4, something like that, knight d5 came and it was very annoying because it gives Keith a tempo, and also it's a quite good knight, and he can maybe start getting things moving.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I was surprised by it when you played it, but I think it's actually a very good move. So it's so rook fc8. So Keith tried to sort of redeploy his pieces a bit. He played this bishop out to e8.
Freddie, in general, do you like keeping the queens on the board, or do you like swapping them off, or do you not really have a preference, or what's your kind of preferred?
I mean, I'm not the great fan of endgames, but I like positions where you can bring your king out and stuff like that. But that reminds me when I saw this Nigel Short game where he just brought his king to h6 to me.
Yes.
Against Tinman, yeah. It's
And like one of my bit of a friend, his name's Leon Mendonça or something like that.
Oh yes.
And he basically showed me this game and he said, which is the least active piece? And I thought this piece, and then I was like, the king. And like it was like only in that position you can play or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's my dream to play a game like that. Actually, I'd love to play one of a game like that one of Nigel's. That was so here you played a good plan actually, didn't you? You went rook d1, knight d7, and knight e4 just to try and get the bishop pair.
Yeah, well, the thing is with if I get that dark squared bishop off, it's very good because normally I really like positions with like good knight v bad bishop and stuff like that. And this could come into one of those positions.
Absolutely. So he went knight e5, bishop e2, c5, trying to keep you out of this c5 square.
Yeah, c5 is probably quite a good move, but also, like you're pushing it up. But the thing is that if he doesn't go c5, then I go c5 or bishop c5 or all that. So c5 was actually, I thought, a very important move.
Yeah, I think, I mean, black, it's a bit annoying for black that after swapping off the bishop, that this pawn's on the dark square, but he's keeping you at bay. I mean, he needs some space, doesn't he? So
yeah, and also it kind of activates the light squared bishop a bit. The question is though where it goes.
Yeah, that is a very good point, actually. It's so
e6 doesn't work.
Yeah, no, that's right. So I think this was quite a good plan from Keith, just to put the pawn on a4. That was quite clever because I guess just in the end,
anything like b3 and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess in the end game that pawn's sort of slightly closer to queening. So if the rook takes the pawn on b2, then black's just a little bit quicker. But I like what you did here actually. Just I like this move. Very calm move.
I was just giving myself some space, and also I was just it's also kind of I normally say this and stuff like that. It's also kind of a bit of a psychological move, like saying, "What are you going to do next?"
Yeah, no, it's an excellent move. I once analysed a position. It was one of the top tournaments I played, and we were analysing a position I just played against Peter Schwidler, and Kramnik came along and he said, and we've been looking at all these sharp variations, and he just said, no, this position h3. And it turned out that was the really important move. You had time, you didn't have to hurry, you could just consolidate yourself and just improve your position, and the opponent couldn't do very much. So I thought of that when you played that h3. I thought that was a really good calm move.
Well, I remember when I I saw Magnus Carlsen playing Lindo's Abbey.
Oh yeah,
this whiskey.
Oh yes, in Scotland, yeah.
And and basically what happened was he basically, or like they mentioned, like there was like, and here is the English, and then some people just shouted out, it's not the English, it's the Scottish and stuff like that. And then this h3 just came along and he called it Little Ears. So, yeah.
No, it's. I thought it was a very good move, and I think it showed really good understanding of what the position was about. So I was very impressed with h3. I thought that was a really good move. So rook b7, then Keith had to try and do something, but he went rook d8, and then I thought this was very nice too. This bishop f4.
Yeah, but I analyzed this with the computer, and it says bishop f4 is an inaccuracy or something.
No.
It's like, how can this be an inaccuracy? You're getting your opponent doubled pawns, plus, I mean, the knight's pinned.
Yeah,
that's an accuracy.
What does the computer want?
I'm not sure. I think I wanted something like f4.
Yeah, maybe f4 was possible as well, but I don't know. I mean, with all these, sometimes what's good for a computer isn't always good for a human, and I'm sure that Keith, I think you probably depressed Keith a little bit by giving him these horrific pawns, because Keith likes Keith likes having a nice, good structure, and I'm sure Keith wasn't happy to see his pawns looking quite like that.
I mean, I don't think anybody is, but
no, it's true.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is with these pawns, they're actually quite hard to attack with this rook on d8, because it's not really doing much. Because it's basically being attacked. That means that rook can't really move off the d file. So then one of my coaches suggested that I should just go something like bishop g4, king f1, king e2, king e3, king e4.
That's not a bad idea, actually. So just to play king f1 here, in actual fact, and then just move your king into the center. That's a pretty sensible idea too.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, I did like what you did. I thought what you did was quite was not bad at all, to be honest. I'm saying that because it's what I was shouting out during the stream. So.
Yeah, but I just missed this e4 after f4 at some point. So.
Okay, yeah, that's. But I think, I don't know. I don't know whether I thought you were still doing quite well after that. It's so rook e2, king f6, rook e3.
Yeah, this is probably not the greatest of moves, because, I mean, the rook's doing well defending on b2. And that reminds me of something that my coach told me to do. It's called the three wolves, rules, not wolves. Where one is where are the weaknesses?
Yeah.
The second one is what's my opponent's idea? Yeah. And the third question is, where's my weakest piece and how can I improve it? And that comes back to the king.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's I mean, bringing the king in would have been interesting, but I didn't think that what you did was bad, to be honest. I thought it was. I think the thing about it was very sharp. So you're sort of upping the risks, basically. That was
Freddie, who is your coach?
Well, I'm thinking if I'm allowed to say that.
Oh, okay.
Because if data and stuff like that.
No worry. Don't if you don't.
Don't worry. Yes, the chat thinks it might be. You don't need to say yes or no, but the chat thinks it might be Jakob Agard.
No, it's not him.
Not him. That's
one of my friend's coaches.
Okay.
Okay. So it's so after f4, Keith went e4, but you went b3. Which I thought was a good move as well, I thought I thought you were doing really. I thought you were playing it quite beautifully up till now.
If I'm correct, the computers calls that an inaccuracy as well.
You can't believe everything these guys say,
Yeah, but it's like in the mind of a computer.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the only thing that, and I think we said this whilst we were watching it during the stream, is that I thought you were.
You trade off one of the weaknesses.
Yeah, that is true. But you do get your rook active as well. So it's. I mean, what we thought during the stream a little bit was that we thought you were still, you thought you were quite a bit better, but obviously it was getting a bit more risky because your bishop's
the bishop that way. Yeah.
Bishop's doing great. A bit offside.
The thing is, well, if you go back to d1 or something, the king comes to f5, and
that's right.
That is probably consoled.
No, absolutely.
And it looks like Keith is here trying to do some kind of fortress on the king's side, because I mean, all the pawns are on his colored bishop.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So he went bishop b7, and then you played this really sharp move.
Which was a mistake.
Was that a mistake? Okay, I thought, what we were looking at in the stream, I think rook b6 was what we were looking at in the stream. I thought that might be decent just to keep control. I did think actually that b takes a4 might still be quite good, but again, it's just a bit more risky, because obviously your pawns are getting.
And well, one thing is that you well, the thing is, with rook b6, you're basically like you're giving up the d file, but
Yeah.
you're asking black one more question.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks. Yeah, but you're basically like, for example, I think rook b6 is like one of these moves that, like, bishop takes e6 is a threat, for example. And so, but also, like, c5 is also still weak. Plus it could maybe help b takes a4 if I wanted to do that. Plus b4.
Yeah, no, and maybe maybe if maybe if black stays still, you start bringing your king in, and
I thought maybe I would do something like king f2, rook e1, king e3.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
it's I mean, I thought actually, I thought that rook b6 was probably the safe option because you're not weakening your structure. But I thought the b a4 was probably going to be quite good for you as well. But it's risky because you're weakening your pawn. So if it goes, and you've already taken one sort of little risk putting the bishop on h3, and then with another risk there, it's just if things just go a little bit wrong, then you could end up in trouble. That's the point. But I thought the b takes a4 was still a very interesting move to play. Really did. So rook c6, rook d8, and he went rook a6, coming after your pawns, and you went rook g3 here.
I mean, I was trying to do some kind of rook g8 and but I calculated this, so I thought it would be fine. But
well, I think you were a bit unlucky. I was just wondering here about playing rook e8 in this position. Actually, that was what I was wondering about.
Rook a6.
Rook a6 is just okay, because rook e7, he goes. You've got rook g6 check.
So rook a6.
So just rook a6, and whoops, sorry, a6. Yeah, no, I wondered there whether you could maybe do something like I don't know, a4 or a3, and just keep yourself.
Well, a3 or a4. I feel like you have some kind of king f7.
King f7. Then we go, I don't know, rook b8 or something. Because I'm going. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could maybe. I mean, maybe not even. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to go.
I mean, you just go back to f6 then, and
no worries.
Maybe you're making progress, but maybe it's also just that black doesn't really have. I mean, what you can also maybe do is something like try and get e5 and.
Yeah, no, it's possible. I thought you still had put it this way. I thought you still had control after rook e8. It's again your pawn structure.
What you can just do is some rook c6 and bishop a6 and just attack c4.
Okay, rook c6.
Or rook d6, just because it's.
Or rook d6.
Yeah, just because you get an extra file.
Yeah, that looks like a good. That looks like a good idea. I'm just wondering, can we go rook g5? That was what I was.
Well, don't you just have e3?
Yeah, then I'll go rook here, around here.
And no, yeah, but rook e7.
Rook e7. Okay. I suppose I could take on e3 and claim that I'm.
Yeah, but you've got some bishop a6 and the rook starts.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can maybe go rook e4 then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's. I thought you were, put it this way. I thought you were still a bit better. But it's not. It's not clear. I think you're finding some good moves there for black. But you went rook g8 and Keith went rook g7, and I thought you were a bit unlucky, to be honest, because actually after takes bishop e6, king f6, you suddenly had to play.
Yeah, king f6 was the in between move that I don't think I. So I think I saw it, but I just thought that it would be drawing.
Yeah. It's it was a bit it was just a bit unfortunate, really. It looked quite all of a sudden you have to start calculating. But I thought you did really well, actually. I thought bishop d7 and rook b3 hitting his bishop, and then blocking out the bishop, which was a good. This was a good idea. It's especially because
then I tried to trade it off, and
I thought that was really good, and because you're forcing his king back as well, so it's no longer coming into f5. So yeah, we were really we were getting very excited with this game. We thought it was a stunning game. So
this little move a3, which on the score on the analysis board, it's so little, but it makes such a big difference because, I mean, you've got nothing here really. I mean, nothing, like you've got no bishop a8 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you have to defend it, and then
yeah. I was wondering. I was thinking maybe bishop d5 was possible, just to have rook e6, but I don't know whether that's true or not.
Oh, Freddie, the crowd's asking, have you drawn with Keith before?
Yeah, that was the rook end game that I drew with him.
Yeah, he's drawn a rook ending before.
Yes.
So, but okay. I mean, after e3, you went king f1, which was, perfectly good.
But then king e1, I feel like that was a mistake.
Do you think so?
Well, king g1 is probably just play it safe.
Oh, right. Is that really?
Well, rook f4.
What if I go? Can I just go with something like rook c2 or?
Rook f4 is probably better because then you have e2 still.
No, I don't have e2. I don't have e2, do I? I go here.
E2.
Rook b1.
Ah, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe you go. I thought maybe after king.
Yeah, maybe you just go rook c2. But...
Yeah, and he's still threatening rook c1, but he's also on your your c pawn as well. So I don't know. I thought king e1. I thought you were doing it. You were doing it great here. Really. I mean, I really did. I thought rook c5 and then king f6. And I suppose this was starting to get a little bit the
this was going a bit the.
This gets a bit crucial. I think what you did was still fine. I think. I think this was really still all good. King e2. He played rook check.
Yeah, and he was the mistake that I did probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the computer says it's still a draw, but
yeah.
I mean, rook c6 I think is just better.
Yeah, rook c6 is just drawing. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite nice that he can't come round. Round here, and otherwise you just keep on checking him, and if he tries to hide, then you can just come round to here or something, and cover.
And this should actually be better for me.
Actually, yeah, you're actually a little bit better if he's taking these risks, then you're going to be a little bit better. It's true.
Although probably this is actually this winning for me? I think it is.
I don't think so. Well, I probably go g5, don't I? And then I'm probably getting out of this, I guess.
Yeah, maybe, but
I take with the rook and
the annoying thing is this pawn on h5. If it was gone, it would be a win, but
Yeah, no, but I mean, obviously, probably it's a little bit risky to hide over here, basically. But this was really the that was just your I suppose your one big mistake, wasn't it? Really, just rook d5. That was. But checks are sneaky in rook endings. There's so many lines where sneaky checks suddenly they just destroy your defensive structure somehow.
Yeah. I think what happened once is Keith, I thought, had a better position in the rook end game, and I think then I just had a check, and it was drawn.
Yeah.
So technically he paid me back. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's this was a very sneaky check, this rook g3, and it just ruins the defensive structure, doesn't it?
Yeah, but here my coach said you just go king at e4 and king d3.
Okay.
And he said it was like this movie or something, like this Star Wars movie, The Last Hope. It's the only pawn left, the only Jedi to defend.
He is absolutely right. Actually, I think in general terms that would be a great reaction, just to make sure that you can push your pawn. Just keep danger in the position for white, because I think probably after after in the game, Keith didn't have any danger, whereas here you just keep on fighting, keep danger in the position, and he just has to he still has to win it. It's I think that's a very good that is a very good it's a very good. I've never heard it described like that, but I think that really is very good. It's because here somehow he just manages to get control.
I mean, he just probably gets the pawn back, and it's I mean, I think Keith would win this type of setup.
No, I think probably it's just actually winning this one, probably.
I mean, rook c4 here, and now c6 was the big blunder. It was still draw apparently.
But it's still drawn actually. Could you?
The computer said some kind of big 50 move down or something like that. But
That's a bit much, maybe.
It's probably I think it's probably something like that. Like you try and rook d5 or something like that. But
okay, maybe
come
okay, maybe
okay.
That could be.
Like this.
You can still chase that rook away from the c file, can't you? So
so
you can't actually settle on there yet. So that would probably have been but of course, if you'd gone king d3 earlier, you'd been quicker.
But now actually one difference is though the king's on h6 instead of on f6.
That's true. So okay, that would have been so c6. You think was your final mistake? There.
And the computer says it's winning for black, which I agree on, but I thought it was winning anyway. But this king e3 thing just
okay,
good.
But I mean, that was a hell of a game, Freddie. I mean, it really was.
Fantastic.
I mean, we had a fantastic time watching it. We really thought it was the absolute game of the round, and
the crowd was very excited.
The crowd was super excited to say, "Oh, Freddie's winning! Oh no, it's gone wrong! Oh no, Freddie's drawing again!" And it was all it was super to watch, and I think you played superbly as well. And I think that Keith's been in very good form this tournament, and I think he just.
I mean. I feel like if he doesn't withdraw something, I feel like he may win it, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's, but I think I think you played Keith at who's on the top of his game there, and I think you came very close to pushing him over the edge there. So I think it was fantastic performance, Freddie.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Freddie, very much for coming on to the stream.
Very much.
Thanks.
And very best of luck in your World Championship matches. Okay. So that's for the next. Is that next 2 or 3 days you play?
I think I've got like 3 more days or 6 more rounds. But
Yeah. Very best of luck for that. Very best of luck also in the final round of the online British Championship.
Yeah.
And you got any more chess lined up after that?
I think I do. I'm playing the Olympiad for Scotland.
Oh, fantastic! In the online Olympiad.
Yeah, the online Olympiad.
Ah, fantastic! Wonderful, brilliant. That'll be an amazing experience.
Yeah, but I mean, my dad said I may lose all my games, but at least I'll probably come better than the next time or something like that.
Yeah, but you won't lose all your games. You'll be absolutely fine.
You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time there.
Yeah.
And absolutely. And I mean, I think you'll lose some games, but I think you can also have confidence that if you play this sort of chess, then you're going to cause a lot of people a lot of problems. So we'll be cheering you on. We'll be cheering you on, Freddie.
But that reminds me, that the first capture was like on move 20, I think, or something like that.
Really, in this game?
Yeah, I feel like, in one of my games, but
one of your games, yeah.
But that reminded me then of the Smyslov game where the first capture was on move 40.
Oh, so that's a new target to go more moves than Smyslov.
Yeah. And then that reminds me of the castling thing that you said with Alpha Zero or something, like casting on move 58 or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was this week in the recent World Championships. There was casting. It was move 59. Lila Zero casting move 59. That's right. Incredible.
Yeah. So you've
And
got to
the
not
record
move
was-
beast for 43 and then castle on move 60.
Yeah, and then play a Nigel Short King March as well. That's I'm still waiting to do that in one of my games. But that's one of my goals.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks ever so much, Freddie. And we're going to be following your progress with a lot of interest and cheering you on.
Okay.
And yeah, really lovely to go through the game with you. So good luck in the rest of your games.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ben. Thank you.
So I think all you need to do is I think you can just close the tab actually, Freddie.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can actually just do that. Okay, good. Right, Matthew. Now, I was hoping Paul Dargan would join us. I haven't actually heard back from him, so he might not.
No worries.
Might not be up seeing the note. So
Wasn't
what we'll
that
do?
great? Wasn't that great? Wasn't that a great?
It was
interview?
absolutely
Wow.
lovely. I mean, really nice. And what a talented young man he is.
He knows his chess. My goodness.
He really knows
Yeah.
his chess and absolutely
very,
delightful.
very impressed.
Really nice.
Very impressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see. Really good to see. I think. I think he's going to be causing people a few problems in the future. He is already actually. But,
I checkmate a lot.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Really happy with that. I think really glad to have done that interview.
Yeah, it was really nice. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to, in the next 5 minutes, check if Paul Dargan is available.
No worries.
If he is, we'll go back on. And otherwise, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.